What? What? What's this I'm hearing? Oh my, God Almighty! I'm sorry, if I'm like, not making any sense right now, but I'm just at a complete loss of fucking words. Okay, so get this. I'm not sure if there's any basis to this, because I just overheard it, from my brothers over Thanksgiving. But if there is truth to this, then what the fuck is wrong with this little bastard? Daniel Craig, the latest man that played James Bond in Quantum of Solace and the Casino Royale movie, I believe it was called. Anyway, now because Barack Obama was recently elected the new president of the United States of America, Daniel Craig feels that James Bond should be black. And not only that, but he also believes that James Bond should be revealed to be a homosexual to explain his skills, I guess I'll say, with the ladies. Now, I know some schmuck will call him in here and call me a racist because I objected to James Bond being a black man, but what the fuck? Can you all honestly say that you wouldn't mind having James Bond turn from white to black with no fucking reason whatsoever? I mean, really, who the hell does Daniel Craig think he is? He wants to make these two drastic changes to James Bond? I mean, I was never a fan of James Bond in the first place. Actually, that's not true. I kind of liked him. I kind of like Pierce Brosnan and GoldenEye, and I like the game GoldenEye, but that's not the point. The point is, what the fuck? Who the hell does Daniel Craig think he is? Just because, oh, look at me, I'm so cool, I played James Bond in the latest two movies. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh yeah, Daniel Craig, yeah, you're an absolute genius. I mean, really, the only way a guy can get with the girl so easily is because he's a homosexual, right? Oh yeah, it's not because he's ladies, man. It's not because he's got some cool gadgets. It's not because he's James Bond, a famous British agent. No, it's because he's a fucking homosexual. Are you out of your fucking mind? And then to top it off, one day he's just suddenly a black man. That's just so ingenious. I mean, how the hell did nobody think of this beforehand? Probably because they weren't on drugs. Daniel Craig is a dumb fuck. I mean, really. Well, oh my god. I'm totally speechless. I mean, I'm sorry I couldn't get more organized with this argument, against these fucking ridiculously absurd changes to James Bond, but it's taken me by absolute surprise of how much of a fucking retard Daniel Craig could possibly be. But before I go off on a tangent, although some people might argue it's too late for that, because I'm loose fucking cannon, some people might be thinking to themselves, okay, calm down, I'm sure Daniel Craig has a reason for this. Well, yes, he does. As I mentioned earlier, Barack Obama was recently elected the new president of the United States, beginning in 2009. So, Daniel Craig says, you know what? Because an African-American man is the new president of the United States of America, the first ever United States of American president who was an African-American man, people are ready for a black James Bond. I mean, the connection is so obvious. I mean, this connection goes hand in hand. Barack Obama and a black James Bond, I mean, it goes hand in hand. Yep, it's just like, bread and butter, peanut butter and jelly, sauce and cheese for a pizza, shit out of your ass, piss out of your dick, burps out of your mouth, farts out of your ass, burger and fries at McDonald's, pizza at Pizza Hut. I mean, it goes hand in hand. Can't you see the connection? I mean, really, can't you see the connection? It makes perfect sense. And hey, while we're talking about movies, let's talk about two other movies in Freddy Krueger's series and Jason Voorhees' series. Now, again, I'm not sure if there's any truth to this, because, again, I heard this over Thanksgiving dinner as well. But, apparently, Jason Voorhees actually runs in his next movie. Yeah, Jason Voorhees runs after his victims, much like the Scream Killer, that dumb fuck, runs after his victims. And Freddy Krueger. Yeah, Freddy Krueger, played by Robert Englund. Yeah, nope, not anymore. Nope. Freddy Krueger is being played by Billy Bob Thornton. I mean, really, I can understand getting a replacement actor, but Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. I mean, he has the appearance, he has everything that is Freddy Krueger. His appearance screams Freddy Krueger. Billy Bob Thornton, not so much. But Jason Voorhees running? Come on, guys. Jason doesn't run. He walks, man, okay? He walks. He takes his time while his victims get out of breath from running so goddamn fucking much. They never learn their lesson, and as a result, Jason kills them. But now he's running? You remember the last serial killer who ran? Yeah, the Scream Killer? You remember how much of a dumb fuck he was? You remember how much trouble he had with capturing his victims? You remember how often he would trip over his own goddamn feet in search for his victims? I mean, really? What, and now we're gonna say that happened to Jason? So basically, they're making a joke of Freddy and Jason. That is just fucking horse shit. But I think the real point of this video was to emphasize the connection between an African-American president and James Bond needing to turn African-American, because Daniel Craig, that wise, brilliant man, thinks that because their president is going to be an African-American, we as American citizens are fully ready and prepared and are about to witness an African-American James Bond. Just brilliant. Daniel Craig, I offer you my full support. You are a fucking asshole! I mean, Daniel, what's next? Are you gonna play Spider-Man? Oh, I know what's next. Yeah, Spider-Man's gonna be wearing a skirt now, right? Right? Oh, how about Superman? You're gonna play Superman next, huh? What's Superman gonna be dressed in next, huh? I got a perfect idea. Yeah, he should be a sumo. Yeah, Superman should be a sumo, and Spider-Man should wear a fucking skirt. Well, all criticism, all sarcasm, all profanity aside, I totally disagree with Daniel Craig's decision that because there is going to be an African-American president, James Bond should turn into an African-American. I mean, really, that makes no sense whatsoever. Now, again, I'm not extremely sure if there's any truth to any of this crap that I've been mentioning, but please tell me if there is. Please tell me if there isn't, because I don't want to look like an absolute dipshit because none of this is true, because I just heard it over Thanksgiving dinner. So please tell me if there is truth to this, okay? Bottom line, Daniel Craig, if you ever watch this, which I highly doubt you ever will, but in case you ever do, just know that I'm not criticizing you. I'm just criticizing what you think, okay? I don't see the connection between an African-American president and the need for an African-American James Bond. I see no connections whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know where the hell you're coming with that one. That's just out of the fucking blue, man. Oh, and for my subscribers and fans on YouTube for Anti-17, if this video seems a bit, out there, if it seems a bit random, if it seems a bit disorganized, that's because it is, okay? I don't have the script for this video at all. I'm just, saying this at the top of my head. I haven't wrote down anything for this. This is totally unscripted, this particular video. I just wanted to say something, and I didn't really feel the need for a script because, well, what I said here pretty much is exactly what I think, just, minus the all the profanity. That's just because of Anti-17. And as always, I'd love to get your thoughts on this whole situation, on all three subjects, as a matter of fact, James Bond, Freddy Krueger, and Jason Voorhees. I would love to get all your thoughts on it as well. If you want to make a video response, go right ahead. Once again, please tell me if there's any truth to any of this, because, again, I can't stress this enough. I just heard it over Thanksgiving dinner, so it might not have any credibility whatsoever. It made me a bunch of bullshit, but, normally my brothers and my cousins are pretty caught up news-wise and stuff like that, so I doubt that this is made up, but it might be. So if anybody could just clarify for me that all this is true, that'd be great. If not, if all this is just bullshit, then I guess I'll just take down this video. So anyway, thanks for watching, and, I love to get your responses to this. Love to get your reactions to this news as well. And well, I guess that's it. Ciao.